Now, quite often when you're running on the bash command line, you sometimes get stuck, or the program environment becomes unresponsive. So I'm going to show you a couple of ways to deal with this. Now, one of the things to keep remember is something called Control C. This is the keystroke, holding down the Control key and pressing the C and then releasing. Now, the way you can deal with this, I'm going to give you an example where I'm telling bash to wait for 10 seconds. Now, if I want it, right now, nothing is happening. If I hit enter, I get no response. But I can type Control C. I can type Control C, and now it brings my terminal back. It aborted the program. It didn't save any work. So just be careful when you use Control C that you're telling the program to abort. It's similar to running kill, and most programs won't save the output or save the data that it's running on, so you lose whatever you're running. Another thing to remember is the Q letter. So for example, if you type man bash, this gives you the manual page for bash. Now, if you try to get out of here, you type Control C, it doesn't let you do anything. I mean, it's responsive, but I want to get back to my prompt. So what you do is you type Q, and Q actually takes you out of there. Now it's interesting that man actually runs the less command. So if I run ls pipe less, I get the same problem. I can go up and down and scroll, but I can't get out. Control C doesn't do anything. So again, I type Q to get out of there. Q brings me back to my prompt. And finally, if you somehow end up running the VI command, so VI is an editor that you may use. If you type Control C, it doesn't let you out of here, but it does give you a helpful hint. You can type Control:quit and enter to quit, to exit VI or Vim. Or you type Q, which actually doesn't do anything. So again, you type escape:WQ, and that will get you out of VI. Actually, you press escape:W, escape:Q exclamation point, and that says quit without saving it, without wanting to save your work or any changes. Now that you know how to get unstuck, there are various ways to get more info about Linux and bash in general. You can type man bash, which gives you the manual page or the reference guide for the bash program. This has many pages and is worth a read, at least to refer to when you're getting stuck and wondering how to do something. You can use the arrow keys to go backwards and forwards. Page up, page down works as expected. Type Q to get out of there. You can also go to the Linux documentation project. They have a good bash programmer's introduction. And if you're doing lots of coding and script writing and just dealing with files back and forth, I highly recommend that you read up on how to use a program called Git. Git is a source control management program, and what this does is it helps you manage all the different versions of your code. So I'm sure any one of us has sat down and you have a script or you have a data file, you save it, you run your code or run your simulation, you need to make a change, so you make a backup copy, then you make a change, then you make another backup copy, and you change and copy and change and copy. Pretty soon you're ending up with like 20 copies. You don't remember what any of them did. You can't really tell what they are or what the differences are. So in that case, this is where Git comes in handy. And Git can keep track of the different versions for you and let you give comments about what changed or why you made this change. But that is the end of my presentation. Thank you for sitting through and watching the Linux Intermediate Skills Workshop.